Hello, everybody. It's Mr. Champagne here with you, and we're here today with another first look at another upcoming new release. This time it's a game called Restaurant Scramble, coming to us from Hurricane Games, who I would like to thank for sending me a free review copy of this game. That was very nice of them to consider me, and I thank them very, very much for it. It says, run your own diner, patisserie, seafood store, and more in this fast-paced incremental game. Keep your customers happy by updating your menu and upgrading a variety of skills. Now, this game's a little bit like Mango's Fisharium was back in the day, and I believe that it's basically a game about us like feeding a bunch of hungry capybaras basically the food that they want us to feed them. Now, one thing I do want to mention, and if the developer's watching this, the normal display of this game does not look like this. It normally looks a lot more like an old CRT monitor, but for whatever reason, the option to change the display does not come back here when I click on this. So I don't know why. The settings should be here, but it only gives me this give feedback option when I go there. So we're not going to worry about it. So here, every item on the menu comes with their own happiness meter, which will deplete every day. Customers are more likely to order items with high happiness. We're going to go here, click on the cheeseburger. It'll make one. And then this blue bar at the top shows your total happiness. Happier customers will be the key to running an efficient business. So we want to keep that bar up there at the top as blue as we can. So we're just going to keep on clicking on this. Now, if we click on it a few times, it does not make extras. So you got to wait for one to finish for us to then start making another one. And so the better you do, I guess the higher the meter will go over there on the left side. So right now we're at like double and it's falling back to single at this point in time. There will probably be something that will allow us to do better with that as we go along. But for now, at the beginning, we're just basically slowly making burgers, not doing too much else other than that right now. So, but I would imagine that when we get through the day, we'll have something else going along. So yeah, we got a bunch of capybaras here that just all want cheeseburgers. That seems perfectly normal. I'm good with it. So I'll allow it. I have no reason not to. It's not my game. Okay, so now over here, we got something else that shows up here, it looks like. So if we click this, this is the skill tree. This is where you can spend your hard-earned profits to improve the efficiency of your business. Leveling up your skills will unlock more skills, so stick with it. So if we take a look here, speed increase 1, and so we can spend $20, and that will increase our production speed by 5%. Might as well do that. And then like other games, then there's a branching tree that goes out from there. But right now, we don't have any money for any of that, so we're not going to worry about it at this point. So back we go. Everything should be a little bit faster now at this point, just a smidge. And as we make more money, we'll be able to get more things. But for now, we're just all about our cheeseburgers. And that's all we can do. Looks like you got an unhappy customer. Let's swap out the cheeseburger for a barbecue burger so we don't get too many. Click on the food swap tab to change out your menu. So the food swap tab, which is right over here. This is the food swap menu. To swap out your menu item, simply click on the item you want to change. Click on the cheeseburger to swap it. Okay, so we're going to swap that. This will show you what you can swap it to, as well as the stats and effects of each item. Swapping is essential if you want to keep your customers happy. So apparently you just can't keep serving cheeseburgers all the time because people are going to get irked. So it's good to flip out to something else on occasion. So the barbecue burger is going to give us an extra $1, but it's going to take a little bit longer to cook, but it's going to give us a higher happiness rate. So we will swap over to the barbecue burger, which has a different look with a little bit of barbecue sauce dripping out of it. Barbecue. And off we go. Barbecue burgers on their way. And again, these take a little bit longer to cook, as we can see, but they do make us a little bit more money. Now we got this guy who's got a blank, so we're going to probably see what that's about here in a second. I don't know what that's going to mean, but that's all part of this, so we shall see exactly what's up with the blank customer. So they apparently were not wanting anything. They wanted a cheeseburger, and we took it off the menu. I don't know. It's hard to tell exactly. I'm sure at some point that will become clear. Right now, it's not quite now. Now, we're getting closer to being able to keep that in the double. Okay, yeah, we kept it in the double. So if we're really, really fast, we can keep it up in the triple range. But we're going to have to really, we're going to probably have to increase our skills once more to do that. Oh, shoot. And then that guy left. Something was wrong there. So I'm not quite sure what. So we might have to switch the burger back at some point and go to the other one. I'm not quite sure. I was trying to figure out. So yeah, if we take a look here, that's perhaps like that's like the fatigue meter. And it's like, okay, people don't want this anymore is the only thing I can think. So maybe when that gets completely full, it might be time to switch over. And I see that bar is starting to get red. So maybe let's go here, swap this out back to the cheeseburger. And yeah, so we'll go back to this and see exactly what we need to do as we go forward here. So yeah, that bar's back to full again. And it seems like if we get it too high, then that means it's time to swap out to something else. I still don't know why we have the ones there that just have a blank on their menu. That will apparently become clear at some point in time, but for right now, it's still a bit of a mystery to me. Now, if I remember right, the next thing that we could upgrade was at $100. So this would give us another option. I don't want to do that just yet because I do want to go to the tech tree. So happier customers, every menu item's max happiness increases by 5. That feels like it's a pretty good thing. So I'm going to do that. Yeah, so that's going to give us a lot more happiness, I think, at this point in time. So let's go ahead, get these guys going, see if we can get a lot of happiness going here. Because happiness is a good thing. You can't go wrong with happiness. Everybody's all about it. And we're just kind of keeping an eye on that meter in the bottom left to say it's probably time to switch over to something else here pretty soon. I'm thinking. Yeah, because we're really doing good. I mean, we're up to like 5 times happiness. Man, everyone's really happy here. Or maybe that's the most that we can do there is 5 times, potentially. And at this point, I'm going to switch back over to the barbecue burger again. If you've run out of menu swap coins, if you've run out of menu swap coins, don't worry, they will regenerate over the course of a week. Once it is regenerated, you can swap out your menu again. So maybe that's when so that might be when we get another coin. Maybe that's what that's about. Perhaps. Oh no. So yeah, that must be when we get another coin. I'm thinking, perhaps. And again, I'm going to wait a little bit longer. Oh, and then that resets because we had that one guy that came in that was a blank. So once we get up to $100, so now we do have a coin. So that's what that means. So now that coin is green again, which means that now we can go ahead and we can swap the menu out. So, all right, Speedy Amanda, let's see, always has somewhere else to be, will increase the speed of all customers for 15 seconds. Huh, interesting. So I just guess leave that there. So I'm going to do the $100. So this is going to be other things that we can do. So we can do fries or we can do sweet potatoes. Huh. Let's go with sweet potatoes. I'm feeling that. So we got fries and we got sweet potatoes on the menu. And we'll have to serve those up. Or no, we got the cheeseburgers and sweet potatoes on the menu. And then we'll have another thing that opens up when we get to $500. So we're going to keep an eye out here for when someone wants some sweet potatoes. There they are. A little bit further up. Okay. Now everyone's really, really happy here. Or they're really fast. Going to cook one of those up for our next person there, and then we can go ahead and get a cheeseburger going. So this is where you can just kind of balance things out and have things kind of going in, just kind of have like extra stuff available. So yeah, you can cook them more than one at a time. So we can just kind of keep clicking back and forth and making both things. just depending on what we need to do. So yeah, so we can always cook both of them, even if we don't need both of them right away. We'll just have a whole bunch of them available. Oh, and this is basically telling us, Rusty, you should do something here. So with $166, places to be level 0 of 5. Customers move 5% faster, or we can make the maximum item happiness go up again. I feel like item happiness is a good thing. So I'm going to do that again, because that just feels like it's a good idea at this point. And I probably need to switch out this burger. I've got a feeling that this burger is not going to be too good for too much longer. So we may have to switch that out at some point here. Oh, and we can only have 5 of them available. Yeah, so we're gonna swap this out. Let's go ahead. Once we run out, we'll swap it out. We don't really need to worry about it right now. Oh, we can click that multiple times. Oh, I didn't realize that. So you can click that. Maybe that's always been that case, but I did not realize it. So yeah, you can just keep on clicking that down, and it will speed it up some. Very nice to know. Let's see. Speed increases production speed to 10%, or customers move 5% faster. I guess we'll increase our production speed. So we'll go with that. And again, just keep clicking on this. And apparently, okay, so we do have some people there that actually want another cheeseburger. I was wondering if anyone was going to order another cheeseburger at some point. There's one. And yeah, I just want to get rid of those cheeseburgers. And then when we do, we can go ahead and swap out to the barbecue burger, I think. Okay, so let's go ahead. Mr. Big, ordering for the whole company. We'll buy one of each item and pay double. Oh, nice. Very nice. So let's go back to this. Switch over to the barbecue burger. And we can make those faster, apparently. I'm guessing there's going to be something that will, like, click later. And will help us out with that. So that way we don't, like, break our mouse constantly clicking. That would be my hope. Let's see. Item manager. Automatically, there we go. Automatically produces cheeseburger and barbecue burger. That's nice. And then the next thing, automatically produces fries and sweet potato. So we no longer then have to click on the burgers. They will automatically be produced. So now we just have to do the fries and the sweet potatoes, which we can make those, I believe 5 at a time you can do those. So I'm going to get a number of these made in advance. Yeah, so 5 is the most I can make. And we can speed this up if we wanted. And now we'll get more of these made as the burgers continue to pile up. Lots of people going with the sweet potatoes. I'm going to probably have to switch over to the French fries here pretty soon. We're up to $461 now. So Happy Larry will order one item off the menu and then give a tip worth 4 times the normal amount. Holy cow. That's a nice guy. Can we have a bunch of Happy Larrys, please? I'm here for that. And if we click here now, let's see. Every menu item's happiness increases to 15. Increases maximum order size. Customers have an increased chance to leave a tip. Or everyone moves faster. I'm almost tempted to wait until maybe I'll just go with the speed increase. Let's do that. Just keep on working on these things here. And let's switch out now. I can't switch out I can't switch out the fries because our coin's not active. Got to wait for a coin to reactivate before I can switch something out. So we'll hang on a bit for that. And when we get up to $500, I will probably get the 3rd menu item. Or maybe I won't. I might wait until I can maybe start automatically making another item here. This is where it always gets to be challenging. Trying to figure out exactly what we would like to do next at any point in time. Because there's a part of me that would like to just start automatically making, oh, we're getting a lot of blanks here. Getting a lot of blanks. So maybe switch over to the fries to stop getting as many blanks there. Because there are definitely a number of them that are happening there. And I'm still trying to figure out exactly why those blanks are occurring. That may have been something that got explained and I just missed it. We'll say that it was. Would not surprise me. That happens a lot. I end up missing a lot of things. That is kind of our specialty here on the channel. All right, so the burgers are those barbecue burgers. Man, they are going down in popularity in a hurry. It seems like. I don't know what it is. I mean, but people don't seem to be that big of fans of them. So let's go back here again. So I can automatically produce fries and sweet potatoes. There's a part of me that wants to do that. So I'm gonna spend the money on it. I don't know if it's the best thing to do, but I'm gonna do it anyway. We're gonna go with that. So that way I don't have to click on any of this now, if I don't want. It'll just make all of its own stuff. We're getting plenty of happiness out of all this, and I can just kind of sit back and watch the money roll in. I'm a fan of watching the money roll in. I can help processes out where we have some backups. So like right there, we can just let that run out. So I wonder if these are just supposed to be like combo breakers, basically. I don't know for sure. But at this point, I can't do anything to like change the menu anyway. Because again, I don't have my coin. They just automatically regenerate over time. $349. Let's see. With this, we can increase the production speed again. No, I can't because it's 300. I don't have enough money for that. Customers move faster, and that's going to open up more things here. So yeah, this will open up more tree options this way. Increases the max combo to 6 times. And then easier combos. Increases the time limit to 4.3 seconds. Oh, okay, so that's over here. So that's where we get more and more money as we serve more and more food. Okay, and we're going to, again, swap this out to the cheeseburger. Because the barbecue burger, people were really getting angry about the barbecue burger for some reason. I don't know why, but people were not feeling that. So it was time to put that one back on the shelf for a little bit. We'll bring it out when it's time. And it might be time at this point to introduce the third menu item. I feel like we should. Maybe it's not the best move, but it's a move. So we're going to try it, see what happens with the third menu item. Even though that thing's blinking at me like, Rusty, you should click on this. Click on this, Rusty. Click on this. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to click on this instead. So we got nuggets and we've got onion rings. So this is 1.4 seconds. This is 1.3 seconds. So if it's 1.3 seconds, let's go with the onion rings. Give that a try. And, we got to get these going. And I've got to make sure that I click on these myself because no one else will. So it's up to me to do these. So now we got capybaras that are basically wanting all kinds of things. We've got ones that want burgers. We got ones that want fries. We got ones that want onion rings. Lots of options here for them. Oh, shoot. I got a bunch of onion rings here in a row. And the nice thing is that the bigger the combo, the more money you get per item, which is really good. And since this is flashing at me again, I feel like I want to get to one of these here. Because $1,000 would increase the max combo to 6x, and that's going to be a good thing. So that means we can get more money per combo, basically. We can get 6 times the amount of money as opposed to 5. And 6 is always better. So, well, not always. I mean, if you're playing golf, 6 is not better than 5. But in this world, a 6 times multiplier is better than a 5 times multiplier. So we will go with that once we get up to that point. Menu's still looking good. At some point, we'll have the opportunity to move on to another location. Not quite sure when, but we'll keep an eye on that. So yeah, we're gonna wait until we get 1,000, and we're gonna increase that multiplier because that feels like it's a good way to go. And it's a bunch of money to be able to get to where we would automatically make the fries and onion rings. So I'm not going to worry about that. Because that one's not going to happen anytime soon. It was like $4,000 plus. And there's a lot of things that we can spend our money on outside of that one. Piper, do not let her into your store. She will steal money if you let her get to the front of the line. Click on her to send her away. Oh, okay. So just you get out of here. That's very important to know. Keep an eye out for Piper. Piper will mess things up if you let Piper in. All right, we're over $1,000. So let's go ahead here. Everything's flashing at me. So we're going to increase the multiplier to 6x. And then we can increase it to 7 after that. We also have this thing here that increases production speed even more, but that's a $5,000 one versus here where it's $400. So we'll work on the smaller ones obviously first. But now we're getting a bigger multiplier, which is giving us more money for every successful combo. And we do love more money. We are fans of that. Yeah, we're going to work on these smaller ones that we got at the front of the line here, the smaller bonuses. The fries and the onion rings are both starting to get a little bit tired on the menu. $400, we'll go ahead, increase the production speed again. Have everything go a little bit faster because the onion rings are a little bit slow. I think I'm going to go ahead and actually swap the onion rings out. So let's swap these out and go to the nuggets. Just so that way because we're going to need to swap out the fries here pretty soon too. Because those are also starting to get a little bit tired. Not entirely, but they're starting to get there. All right, here's our nugget fans. Showing up right there. They might be from Denver. We don't know for sure. May not have gotten that joke either. If not, check out your local basketball. that'd be the answer to that one. $430. We can make everyone move 10% faster. We can increase the happiness. Let's definitely increase the happiness. More happiness is good. And then it'll be $400 to get even more happiness. So just keep going with that. Can't beat being more happy. Everybody wants the nuggets now. So we're just going to keep making those as quickly as we can. And we got to keep an eye out for Piper because we don't want Piper to steal the money. So you've got to pay attention to the bottom of your screen somewhat regularly just to see who the special people are that are coming in. And with $400, we can go here again. Let's see, increase the happiness even more because more happiness is good. Oh, and I need to make more of these. Oh, and then there's the guy who's going to buy everything and pay double. Yeah, I remember him now. He's a good guy. He's going to come in here and buy everything and pay double for it. I'll let him do that all day long. All day. Yeah, but right now, the only trouble with this game is that this game is an absolute mouse breaker because you've got to individually click each time to make that go faster. All right, we got our coin back, so we're going to go ahead, swap this out, put the sweet potatoes back. Because the fries were definitely starting to get tired. Is there anything else that we've got here now? Oh, we can get this to make the customers move even faster. Is that something I really want? I don't know if that's something I really want. So I'm going to leave that for now. So I feel like I'm having a hard enough time keeping up with everything as it is. So I may just let that be for now. Cheery Josie will increase the happiness of all current items by 10 points. That's also nice. So we're going to see the immediate effect of that here in a second. So yeah, everything bumped up. That's beautiful. So that's going to give us a little bit of a reprieve on having to swap anything out. And I can definitely use that. So the production speed, go up to 25%. We're going to wait for that. Because again, it'd be nice for some of these things to produce even a little bit faster. And I need to just make sure that I keep on clicking on the nuggets because, again, nothing is going to produce that other than me clicking on it. All the other things get produced automatically. But the nuggets do not, and that's going to take some time for that to happen. So, once again, more speed. More speed! Always more speed. Get up to ludicrous speed. And how much is it to go up to the 7x multiplier? If I take a look, $1,800. So it's going to be a lot of things that we can do before we get to $1,800. So I'll probably hold off on that for a bit. I mean, it'd be nice to get that multiplier, but for $1,800, we can spend a lot. We can spend that in a lot of other areas, and probably in a better way, I'm thinking. And I forget what that bar is up there on the top. Oh, yeah, that's like the overall happiness. That's right. So, yeah, that's like if you take the overall happiness of the store, that's what that is. We've got our coin back. I'm gonna hold off for a little bit. Oh, Piper, get out of here. I saw you. I remembered you. I remembered what they told me about you. So I'm glad that I remember what they told me about you. Let's see. More happiness. Or we can, this is where we can have a chance to leave a tip. I think it's time for our customers to start leaving us tips. I'm good with that. And then it's going to be $1,200 for, it's a $5 tip. And let's see, it increases the maximum number of swap coins and refreshes them faster. Oh, okay. That's nice. And increases the maximum number of items you can hold. So right now we can only hold 5 of everything, and that would allow us to hold 6. Also nice. But for now, we're just waiting to see. So, and how were each of these? So we got 1,500, 600, 1,000, 250. So it might be 250 to make everyone move faster. It might be time to get more speed at this point, because that's like the cheapest thing we've got. And if that's the cheapest option we got, it might be a good way to go. So yeah, we're gonna make everyone faster. It'll be 400 to make them even faster than that. And then we've just got to keep up with the demand here best we can. Motivational Morris will bring the combo meter to its maximum. I love a motivational Morris. We will not click him out of here. That's only Piper, because Piper's a meanie and tries to steal our money. But everybody else is allowed to be here and is welcome. There's Morris bringing the motivational meter all the way up to the top. We're very happy about that. How are we doing on money? 440. So I think that allows us to get even more speed out of our customers. So we'll go ahead and do that. I probably should switch out the burger. So let's switch the burger out to the barbecue burger, because that one was starting to get pretty tired, and we don't want that to happen for too long. And then $600 is the next, that's the next upgrade that we can do. Man, look at how quickly everyone's moving now. They're flying through here at this point in time. I still wish that the option was here so that way we could see. So yeah, that's just external help. But yeah, wherever the option is, that there are normally options on here that like change your display, change the sound. I just don't know why they're not showing up anymore. So again, I hope the developer is able to see this and sees that happen. Because again, you can change a lot. I mean, you can change things in here, like the display size and the volume and the overall look of the game. Because like I said, the default look of the game is like an old game from the 80s. on an old CRT style tube screen, and a relic of days past. But yeah, that's for whatever reason, those aren't showing up anymore. So let's see. More happiness or more speed? Do I go with more speed or do I go with more tips? I think I go with tips. Yeah, I'm going to go with tips. Because I like it when people give me more money. More money is always better than less money. So we're going to go with that. Yeah, do that option. So, yeah. So now we got a 6% chance of everybody leaving a tip. And I'm good with that. We got to make sure that we keep on making all the nuggets all the time. Because again, no one else will do that. That's my job. Is to make those. And again, I'm wondering exactly what happens for us to make our way up to the next restaurant. I'm not quite sure, but maybe we just keep on working on everything on the tree and maybe it will eventually open itself up. We've got our coin back. So I could swap something out. It'd probably be a good idea to swap something out. Question just becomes what? So we want to make sure that we can keep on regenerating that coin. We don't want these things to get too far down. So maybe I will swap out the fries. Because yeah, everything is starting to get a little bit tired in here. So yeah, let's go ahead. We're going to swap the fries out because that's the one that seems the lowest. Or the sweet potatoes, rather. Swap back to the fries. We've had the nuggets for quite some time. It might be time to switch those over to the onion rings as well. Because I feel like I've been clicking on these nuggets for like the past 15 minutes at this point. I've got over $1,000. So other things that we can do as this tree continues to grow. Yeah, $4,500 for the nuggets and onion rings. Better clicking, $1,200. Oh, that might be a good way to go. $1,200 has a slightly greater effect. That feels like it's good. So yeah, for $1,200, if my clicking is better, I'll go with it. I don't have to break my mouse quite as easily. So yeah, we'll do that. $1,200. So now I can go here and make my clicking better. So yeah, so it's giving a better. Oh yeah, that's definitely better because it counts as 0.4 of a second instead of 0.3 of a second. I like that. And now that is full. Wow, we got all kinds of blanks here. So many blanks. I'm gonna try and make something better. So many combo breakers here. Yeah, I'm assuming that that's what that is. We just got all these people that are not happy about the state of the menu. And it's probably because of the burger. The burger is probably what's hurting me right now. Because it's in a bad way, but I got to wait a little bit longer to get my my coins back. So we'll get there soon. Then we can switch the burger out because that does seem to be my biggest pain point. And then we'll have to do the nuggets right behind it. All right, there we go. So back to this. Get the barbecue burger out. Put the cheeseburger in. That'll hopefully make people a little bit happier. And then I've got to immediately switch the nuggets out after that. Because the nuggets are also getting to be quite tired on the menu. Other things we can do here. Again, more item happiness. Or this is, if I scroll that out. Oh, wow. $124,000. Wow. So you can see how things continue to ramp up in this game. $4,000 for that. That's a lot. $2,000 for easier combos. So everyone moves faster for $600 or more happiness. I'm going to go with more happiness because, again, happiness seems like it is becoming more and more of an issue. as we get further along. So we want to give ourselves more time to, like, that one has already gotten a little bit better because we increased the happiness on it. So it's not quite as dire as it was before. And yeah, and our buddy the koala came through. Now everyone's flying through the store. And then what was the next level of happiness upgrade? 900. Again, might not be a bad idea. Because again, these nuggets are really kind of wearing off on people. They're like, we would really like the onion rings back, Rusty. It would really be good of you if you brought those back the next opportunity you get. So we will work on that very, very quickly. And I forget what you do. The key to progressing to the next level, okay, Golden Flamingo, the key to progressing to the next level and unlocking powerful upgrades. Okay. So that answers my question of what do we need? We need 3 fries and 3 burgers. There you go. You've got it. So there's the Golden Flamingo. So if we take a look, the Flamingo tree. So new beginnings, level 0 of 1 coin unlocks the Flamingo skill tree. That feels like it's a thing to do. So there we go. Unlocks the Flamingo skill tree. That is unlocked. So 3 coins opens up a dessert restaurant. 12 coins increases the chance of getting special customers. And 2 coins increases production speed by 25%. Okay. So it would be 3 coins to open up the next restaurant. Good to know. So that answered my question. I just had to wait a little bit longer to get to my answer. So good to know there. And let's see. For $900, I'm going to go ahead and increase the happiness even more. Because again, we need to keep that number up. Oh, and I'm not making any of the nuggets. So I need to make some of those. Oh, get out of here, you. I remember you. Again, still remember you. And yeah, let's go here. We're going to swap the nuggets out for the rings once more. Make those better. Yeah, and the nuggets and the onion rings, those they lose happiness a lot faster than anything else. So those are the ones we really got to keep an eye on. And what else can we do here from a standpoint of upgrades? I guess we can make everyone move even faster. So yeah, sure, we'll do that. Get everyone flying through this place. And hopefully we'll see another Golden Flamingo here pretty soon. That'd be kind of cool if we did. I don't know how often they come through here. But I'd be happy with them showing up as often as they could because I like those coins. And with those, you just have a time limit to get the things produced that they want. That the Flamingo wants. And as long as you do that in the time frame, then you're all set. So pretty simple. Got a whole bunch of people on onion rings. So let's get that done. This takes me back to like the early days of this channel when we played Factory Town Idol, which was the very first game that we played, which was kind of an incremental game of sorts as well, and was a very fun time. So yeah, I definitely have feelings of going all the way back to the heyday, even though this one was, I mean, this is a much more simplistic version of that. Do I want to swap out the onion rings? I got a little bit more time on that, but I can go here and let's see, increases production speed even more or customers move even faster. I think production speed is a better option there. So we'll go with that. And we're just gonna wait and see how long it's gonna take to get ourselves another Flamingo in here. Hopefully not too long. Again, I don't know what the normal frequency is of all of our different guests here, but we'll keep an eye on it. I mean, we've had a bunch of koalas, that's for sure. And we're now full on onion rings. But again, those onion rings, the onion rings and the nuggets really lose happiness quick. It's like you really got to be switching those out pretty frequently. So yeah, let's go ahead and switch that back out. So we're going to go back to the nuggets again. Yeah, so their happiness rate is, in this case, it's a 1 versus a 2 there. But again, they're at least a fan of them right now. So, yeah, the nuggets were definitely a bit of the onion rings were getting to be a problem. Over $1,000 again. What can we do? So all we can do is this. I don't know if I want everyone to move faster. So we can get into some of these other things. I'm going to do this with $1,500. It increases the maximum order size to 2. So we'll wait for that. Because because that's going to mean that everyone can order more than one thing. And that's not going to be a bad thing. Just means that we're going to have to do more, but that's okay. I'm good with that. It could hurt the combo. That's the only thing, but it's worth the try. It's worth the risk. So with $1,500, let's go here. Maximum order size is now 2, and that's going to open this up. So, $50,000. Hold down a menu item to click automatically. That's not bad. Or blame inflation. Increases price of all food by 10%. So, it's not my fault. I didn't do it. It's definitely an inflation thing. It's absolutely an inflation thing. It has nothing to do with inflation. It's me raising up the prices all the time. Oh, here's another Flamingo. That's what I wanted to see. Another Flamingo in the store, and we got a coin from them. Perfect. That's all I wanted, was that. So if we take a look at the Flamingo tree, we can do that. We would and we do get 2 coins, so we can increase production speed by 25%. That is definitely worth it. Absolutely. So that will make our production even better, which at this point in time, we definitely need. And we'll just kind of let that right from there. So this is it's a pretty fun game. If you're a fan of incremental games, I think this one will be right up your alley. This game comes out on November 5th is the release date for this one. So, and again, I want to thank Hurricane Games for sending me an advance copy of it. It was very nice of them to do. Definitely appreciate it. So, and like I said, if you like incremental games, and if you like feeding very hungry capybaras, and if you're a fan of games that are kind of a throwback to graphics and graphical quality, this is definitely going to be the game for you. That is going to be all for this one, though. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm just going to keep on clicking here as we go through the outro. If you like this video, I'd appreciate it if you gave a like. If you really like this video, I would love it if you consider giving the channel a subscribe. But until we meet again, so much clicking. Thanks for being part of all of my silliness. I'm Rusty Champaign, and we will see you later.